guys, welcome back to another video. Today's just going to be a little introduction about me and who I am. A lot of you from Fogden's channel, so you don't really have a clear idea of who I am, so I'll try and clear that up today. Starting off, I'm a massive Sheffield United fan. I live at home with my mum and dad, my two brothers and my sister. I'm actually also quarter Norwegian, which is probably one of the reasons why I've got this shirt. And now you may also recognise me from some of Fogden's videos. I've been in the Rangers game against Bayern Leverkusen, the Sheffield United game against Man City, quite a while ago the Roma game against Chelsea where it's 3-3, and the most memorable one of all, the Milan derby. Now, getting started, I'm going to go in chronological order. My first one is Leyton Orient away. Now this was in 2012, I think it was the 22nd of October. And the reason why I was so fond of it was because I'd been to probably around 3 or 4 away games before that. I've been going to Sheffield United since about 5 years old. And obviously, being that young, you don't remember the atmosphere as much. But by the time I was 12, it really stuck in my memory how amazing the atmosphere was. You know, we were just singing all day. You know, and when we actually got the goal on top of that, it was incredible. It is obviously just a massive shame we conceded around the 92nd minute to draw the game, which possibly ended up costing us the promotion of that season, but it led to something better. Now we're in the Premier League, so it's not too disheartening. Now moving on to another one of this season. This one's a very negative one. It was the 8-7 penalty loss to Huddersfield Town in the playoff final. It was a horrible memory. I'm sure for everyone else that went that day it was as well. To be in that heat, I remember I'm quite a pale guy, so my dad had to wrap a flag around me the game to stop me getting sunburnt. You know, to lose on penalties, to see your keeper sky over the bar for the deciding penalty was very tough to take. Now, so moving on to 2014 with the FA Cup run. So we'll start with Fulham. That 1-0 victory away was a massive victory and a great day out. The Sean Miller winner in the 118th minute with a Harry Maguire flick on will always be fond in my heart. A great day out, never forget. Moving on to another round, the Charlton 2-0 victory. Another massive win. A John Brayford winner, I think everyone remembers, and sealed the game for us, which then led us to the semi-finals. So moving on to that game against Hull, it was a 5-3 loss, but it was amazing efforts from our team to get that far in the competition. It made the season a bit more bearable, and reflecting back on our spell in the League One, it makes it a bit more bearable too. It was also a massive game for Harry Maguire. It saw him seal a move to Hull City pretty quick after. He managed to have a decent spell in the Premier League with them, which saw him bag a move to Leicester, and we know the rest of the story from then on. Then once again, skipping forward a few years, there weren't many memorable games until the promotion season. So we're going to move on to a Northampton game where we won 1-0 at home. Was a massive victory. I think it was a sort of game where if we'd have drawn it, we possibly could have maybe lost a bit of form, but we didn't. And, Kieran Freeman, what a player he was for us that season with the winner in added time. The same day, Scunthorpe were playing Bolton, who were the other two teams chasing us for promotion. So I believe Bolton won that 1-0, so that meant that we went top of the league. Now moving on to another game that season is Southend away 4-2. It was a great day out, great away end. It was lovely for us as well because we saw 2 goals in front of us, so the players came rushing over to the fans. Great atmosphere, great day out. Now, I'm kind of breaking my rule with this one. It's Northampton away 2-1 because I didn't actually go to it, but I did go to Bramwell Lane where they had 4 TVs around the stadium where you could watch it. It was a great atmosphere. Your fans were singing. We were just watching the game, but to still see us win was amazing, and it just topped the day off massively. I went with my granddad that day. We went onto the pitch at the end of the game, and it was just a great day, and it will always forever be in my heart. And the reason we ran onto the pitch is because we clinched promotion. It was an amazing feeling, and after being there for 6 years in Division 1, you know the rest of the song. Now the last game this season I mentioned is the Chesterfield 3-2 victory, and it saw us lift the trophy in front of the fans. Saw Sharp get to 30 goals for the season, and it was obviously amazing to finish on a win and to clinch 100 points as well. If you remember, we actually had a program that day which showed the road to 100 points, and since we were only on 97 that day, and we only just about scraped the win that day, so it would have been very awkward for us if we finished on 98 and said road to 100 points, but thank God we managed to get there. Now moving on to the next season, the first game of the season against Brentford. We've come so far in this time, obviously, but at the time, you know, we were one of the favourites to get relegated. So I thought to get a quick start was very important. So it was a massive result, winning 1-0 against Brentford, who were a very much respectable Championship team. Now moving on to November, where we saw Leon Clark score 4 goals against Hull City. It seemed like a typical game where we're going to lose 1-0 after dominating most of the match, but Leon Clark, the bagsman he was, made sure that wasn't the case. It was just amazing. He scored every type of goal. I'm pretty sure he scored his left, right and a header. Now moving on to my first Steel City derby, it was a boring 0-0 draw against Wednesday. It was still great to be there though, it was a great atmosphere, just a shame we couldn't get the win. Moving on to the Leeds game, this was also a great game, a much more exciting game. It was 2-1 to us, Sharp scoring both goals. As you can remember, he scored an amazing goal in the first 2 minutes, and I don't think many people saw that coming, the way he acrobatically got there. Moving on to the next season, we'd had a poor start, but then we managed to get a 4-1 win against Villa. It was Norwood's first goal for the club. Some very good performances. It saw us gain some massive momentum and go on a good run. Guys, there's plenty more memories, but I just feel like I don't want to make this video too long, and especially in recent times, we all know those sort of games I'll be talking about, and I'm sure you have your own memories of them anyway. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please comment below the games that are your best memories from recent years. I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, guys, take it easy.